Hello, hello. Hey Navy, you're early. What's up? How you doing? I just had a very unsatisfying yawn a second ago. You could see it on the Twitch one because I turned on Twitch and I realized I forgot my VPN on. So I waited a few seconds until it turned on. But I'm here now. I'm fine. Nice. Happy to hear. Having a good day, I hope. Did you even tell me where you're from? Hey man, what's up? I'm just gonna call you Chuck. I don't know what to call you because I'm not gonna pronounce your entire name every single time because it is damn long. But your name's Chuck now. The first four letters of your name. Hope you don't mind. If you mind, speak now or forever hold your peace. Once it's established, it's not gonna change. USA. Oh, okay. And how old are you? Try Dubem or Dubem? Which, like, how? Pronounce it how? 18. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, you said the other day that you were looking to start a business as well. What kind? What do you want to do? I didn't get to answer because we were on that call yesterday. And you were gone by the time I was answering them, so. Duben. Okay. I'll try to remember that. Multiple thousands of businesses. Horrible idea. Don't do that. Just pick one. Send you the video. Yeah, I saw. Sorry, I haven't had the chance to take a proper look at it. I was really busy today. Let's see our analytics, shall we? How our ad campaigns are doing. I think I'm going to turn off this other ad campaign. It's doing really bad. It's doing horrendous. Yeah, like I've spent over 100 euro on it, 3,000 impressions. It has 33 link clicks, no conversions. CTR is below average. I don't know how long I'm supposed to leave it on, but it's like hemorrhaging money, so I think I'm going to turn it off. I don't like the way it's going, so switching it off right now, making the executive decision. JK, I'm not sure. I have ideas, but not sure which one is good. The best idea is to just pick a service which is already being sold. Don't make up anything new. Sorry, I was like, don't worry about it. You were sick and everything. It's really no worries. I told you I was on to learn with practical field experience on your marketing could work for you. Yeah, but the thing is with that, I would need like a level of commitment and consistency. Like, I know that you're busy with like your work and stuff. I would need to have like predefined hours because if I give you something to do, I would need it done by a specified time. I can't just give out stuff willy-nilly that's actually like important to be done. You get what I mean? With the editing is fine because it's not super important off the bat all the time. But with something more internal, I would need to know that you have like a solid amount of time to do it. How do I pull bitches? Well, you shouldn't call them bitches until you get to a point where you can pull them easily. That's the first. Hey, Ellebeck, what's up? Not much for me, the usual. I really can't give you like a crash course on it. I also just don't really think I'm the person to ask. Like, I don't want this to sound like bragging, but I've literally never struggled with women in my life. They kind of all just came to me. Like, I've never really had to try to find a woman. It's like when I want one, it just happens. I think I just have natural charisma, so it's kind of like a cheat code. So I'm really not somebody that would be good to ask. Like, the only advice I'd really give you is improve your communication. You know, improve your body language, improve your vocabulary, make sure your grammatical structure is good when you speak, become more articulate. You know, groom yourself, present yourself well. That's about it. Like, and just act normal. Like, pretend you're talking to a friend. It's good advice in general when meeting people. they will really like you and find it very easy to talk to you if you just talk to everybody like they're already a friend. And obviously don't take it too far, like don't be retarded. But that's honestly the best advice. Like anybody who tries to coach you into like having relationships are probably just going to be scamming you. If you want to get women easily, just learn to be more charismatic, more friendly, groom yourself, don't look creepy, don't use pickup lines. Most of the time they don't work unless you know how to deliver them in a way that's not cringy or creepy. Deliverability is really important, being able to communicate in a way that doesn't sound desperate. Yeah, honestly, the best advice I could give you is learn sales. There you go. Get really good at sales. Go get a job in car sales. Spend a couple of years there. You're going to get good at talking to women. I'm interested in starting making YouTube channels, and I'm working on music too. What do you mean, like YouTube channels for yourself or for other people? Can you elaborate on that? And hey, Abdullah, what's up? Damn, I'm lagging. Please, I didn't get what you said, how I could work with you so I could learn. Yeah, so I was saying that some of the stuff that I would give you that's like more pertinent to the business, I would need to make sure that you are actually capable of like the commitment, because a lot of the stuff that I have to do has to get done fast. So the video editing is fine because it's not super crucial and doesn't have tight deadlines for me. But a lot of the other stuff would, and I would need to know that you have the availability to do that. You get what I mean? For myself. All right, go for it. Why not? Only thing with that is just be consistent. Pick a good niche where people are doing really well, and pick a niche where videos have high virality. So stuff like video essays do extremely well, either on historical topics, or if you like video games, you could come up with some kind of interesting history of a video game you could talk about. Those video essays do really well. They're really good for virality. You could hire somebody as an editor as well for video like that. If you're good at scripting, you could script out a video, come up with a good idea, script out a video, and then have somebody off Fiverr like edit it for you. You could get really good videos and get your channel to go, you know, get a lot of subs very fast doing that. My favorite pickup line is, if you were a booger, I'd pick you first. That is a horrendous pickup line. No one ever used that. That's horrible. It's disgusting. Yeah, don't I don't even know what else to say to that, honestly. If you specify what needs to be done, if I can't do it, I'll let you know. If you need to explain to me, I'll ask for it too. Okay, sure, fair enough. I'll think about it, because the thing is, a lot of the stuff that I'm doing, like some of it would be hard to teach. I'll think about it. I'll see if there's anything that I can outsource to you, and see if I could teach you something in like a timely fashion. Right now, I'm just so swamped with work that like I don't know how I should split my time with delegating versus with what would be easier for me to just do myself. It's hard to evaluate that, especially because when you're in training mode, what's going to happen is you're going to make mistakes, and that's fine. You know, you have to learn how to do things before you can do them well, but that would slow down the process as well. I really feel like it would make more sense to do when I already have a few clients, but I'll see if I can find something to give you. What's the book behind you? $100 Million Money Models by Alex Hormozy. Very good book. Not really so much for beginners, but is a very good book. Yeah, so I'm turning off this ad campaign. It's performing shit. Don't like it. Let's check our other one. Oh shit. Did I turn? Okay, no. I thought for a second I turned. What's happening? I turned off. Yeah, I turned off the right campaign. Okay, it's fine. Whoop. I thought for a second I turned off the wrong campaign. That would have been devastating. I'm turning them all off just so I could visually see it more easily. Because it was doing poorly and might as well save the budget. How was your day? It was okay. Yeah, not really too many complaints. I actually had a decent day. So let me go over, after I go over the analytics, I'll tell you more about it. So in terms of the ads right now, the ad set that's doing decently, we've got 25 leads from it. Some of them are fake or more like 20. CPL, cost per lead, is around 20 euros still. Impressions 8,661. Link clicks 136. I think we were 133 yesterday. That's not very good at all. Link click-through rate is still around 1.5, 1.57 right now. Landing page views is 95, so around 70%-ish of people are seeing the landing page, which is fine. Some would be like accidental clicks and people that are switching it off before they get to the page because of that. What else? Yeah, I'm running a second creative right now. It seems to be doing in and around the same as the first one because my frequency was starting to go up very high, which is basically the amount of people that see the ad more than once, like the amount of times on average that a person sees the same ad. So as your frequency gets to like 2 to 3, you want to start adding in more creatives so that there's diversity. So I should work on some more creatives for this campaign too. Yeah, that's about it. Those are all the important things. We had 2 calls scheduled for today. One of them went through. The other one was a no-show, but we rescheduled. We haven't rescheduled yet actually, but they said they wanted to reschedule, and I sent them an email. I was like, "How's tomorrow at the same time?" And they haven't responded yet, so we'll see. And the other call went okay. The guy's shopping around a bit. Like I gave him my offer. I gave him the free thing, like explaining some of the information. I'm sending him some information. I need to also draft him like a marketing plan that I could use for him. And besides that, he said he's just shopping around, looking at some more offers. He's got a lot of books called. What? Calls booked? I said books called. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. He's got a few calls booked, and he said he is gonna go with one. He doesn't know which one. I was like, you know, yeah, whatever makes sense. So that could be a potential good lead, could be not. You know, we'll see. Either way, I'm gonna help the guy out like usual. I want to give people value. I'm here to help out. I don't just care about the money. I genuinely want to make a difference. So I'm gonna send him some useful stuff. And that's about that for the update for today. What are you doing here? So I'm just going over what I've been doing in the business, like our analytics and how it's been progressing, stuff like that. Guess my country, and I'm gonna give you a sub and like. India. I don't even know if you're still here because I was monologuing for like 5 minutes. Maybe you just thought I'm ignoring you. Thanks, bro. Yeah, don't worry about it. How was your day? Yeah, it was yeah, I guess I didn't finish my train of thought. Yeah, it was fine. Had those 2 calls booked. That one call went okay. Made a few mistakes. Wasn't perfect. Did a decent job, but you know, I'm going to have to reevaluate how well I did. Make sure I don't make the same mistakes twice. Need to work on my sales script a little bit. I also want to make it a little more natural. I should like practice it more because I don't want to use a script all the time because it's a little distracting and it doesn't apply to every situation. I just want to have most of the key information I need internalized, so I need to work on that. Other than that, like, I had a better day than usual. Didn't have really an existential crisis today. I was a little lazy today, though, I will admit. Like, I did scroll on Instagram for like maybe a couple hours today. So, not great. Didn't do as much work as I possibly could. I just really haven't been feeling well recently. Not that that's really much of an excuse. The work has to be done. but I can't undo what's already been done, so might as well just lay it out there. Anything else? Yeah, I was working a bit on like more value documents, value emails and such. I need to, there's some stuff I need to fix. There's some software that I'm researching to see if I could improve the service delivery once I get to that point. There's just a lot of stuff to do. Like my to-do list is just never ending, just continues to grow. I need to make a wireframe for myself for like a thank you page after people book in, because I'm getting a lot of no-shows, so I want to set up more automated workflows where people actually like confirm their appointments and make sure they know the instructions to book themselves into the calendar. Because whenever you get something from like my calendar software, you have to say you have to click a button that says like trust sender or something, or it doesn't add to your calendar automatically. So there's just some little things like that, some little improvements I can make. What's up, bro? How are you? I'm doing all right. Decent day today. How about you? Nah, man, it's okay to do one step at a time. It'll be over soon. Yeah, I hope so. You know, either way, it's going to be over soon regardless, because we have 18 days left to make some moolah, or I am cooked. How much do you charge? The full service is a one-time fee of 6,000 euro, which for the amount of benefit that they get is like very low. I'm building them their own website. I am running their ad campaigns. I'm filming and editing their advertisements as well. I'm giving them sales scripts to improve their sales. I'm helping them improve their money models. I'm setting up their newsletters if they want them. I'm doing their email marketing. It's like, essentially, it's a one-time payment to have your entire like client acquisition system installed into your business. I am essentially like I can explain the value of this in two different ways. One is that even conservatively for the niche that I'm targeting, if they get even one job, like let's say you take like landscapers or something, their jobs could be worth between like 5,000 and 20,000 euro, depending on what job it is. So if I get them even one extra client a month for 12 months and their job is worth 10,000 on average, they're going to get 120,000 euro worth of revenue for this one-time payment in 1 year. And this should work continuously. And the other way I can describe it is that to hire one employee who is an expert in any one of these things that I'm doing, like either a web designer or some kind of marketing team or whatever in-house, one employee alone would probably cost about 6,000 every month. I am giving them like 10 careers worth of expertise for a one-time payment of that. It's extremely cheap. The value is way up here compared to the price. And then obviously I have some like downsell offers that if they can't afford it, I would break it up into, you know, you could pay half now, half later, 2,000 a month for 3 months, 1,000 a month for 6 months. And then after I build a system for them, I teach them how to use it. And I'm hoping that by the time we get to that point, I would have like built some rapport with them. We'd be getting them good results. They'd see all the value I've provided. And I would try to upsell them into a continuity offer where they would pay me 1,000 a month retainer. So I imagine most people are going to pay the retainer, are going to take the upsell. Because they won't have time. Once the system is installed and they're getting a lot of clients, they will not have time to do their own Facebook ads and to learn these systems and to manage them themselves. They're not going to want to do it. They're already going to trust me. They're going to take the upsell. So I'm basically charging a one-time setup fee for everything and then charging a management fee for it afterwards later. Which I'm thinking 1,000 euro, but I'll see, depending on like the situation, maybe I'll increase it depending on how much I think it might be worth. And yeah, that's that. And then if we work for the first month after they paid the 1,000, I could also be like, you know what, hey, we've been working together for a while. I see that you like this. I think that we've been doing well. You know, if you'd like, we can set up like 6 months upfront in advance, and I'll give you like a 20% discount. So it would be an upsell into a continuity offer where we would have like a lot of money given upfront because they'd get the discount. They know they want to work with me for an extended period of time anyway. So that's another big bulk payment upfront. So traditionally, if I were running it the normal way, like most marketing agencies doing €1,000 management fee a month, it would take me 12 months to get €12,000. With my system, the way that I have set up the payments, there's a high likelihood I would make around 12,000 in the first month alone instead. That's the difference between setting up a good money model and not. I'm making the same amount of money, but I'm making it 12 times faster just by reframing the offer. The offer is the same. See what I mean? What niche do you target? Home service businesses. But I will work with anybody. But that's who I am targeting. The thing is, with the new Facebook Andromeda update, the targeting is like a bit eh. So I've gotten to a point where I'm like, I really don't think I should mention my target audience until later in the ad and not mention them on the landing page, because I can work with practically anybody that's a service business, and I can just weed them out with qualification questions on my forms. So I could say, do you run a product or a service business? And if I don't want to work with the product business, I would just not take their calls. Yeah, like I would prefer to target a specific niche. It's just that with the current ad algorithms, you're really relying on the meta algorithm to find the niche, and it doesn't seem to be that good at it unless you have a lot of money for it to test with. Because the ad campaigns I've been running, I think I got like 1 or 2 leads that are actually home service businesses so far. Even though my ad literally says at the very front, home service business owners only. I'm still getting a bunch of people who are not in that industry reaching out. The only reason I would want to target a niche is because A, it lets me charge more, and B, it makes it easier for me to deliver, because then a lot of the templates would be replaceable. You know, like they would be not replaceable, but I'd be able to reuse them. They'd be reusable. But I will work with any business. If somebody reaches out through an ad that's meant for home service businesses and they run something else and I think I can help them, beggars can't be choosers. He's an expert in all the god of niches. No, I don't know much about product businesses. I'm decent at services that are non-financial and non-medical. Those are my areas of expertise, primarily. Hope you get your first client ASAP. I really hope so too. Really banking on it would really reduce the stress levels. I'd be able to focus a little bit more. Millionaire quality. I'm glad you have so much belief in me. You know, I appreciate it. What would be the best way for client acquisition? Cold email, cold DM, cold calling, or ads for beginners? For beginners. It's hard to say. Ads are the most... Okay, I can explain it like this. Ads will be the hardest if you do them yourself, because you have to be good at video editing. You have to know what ad creatives do well. You need to know how to use the Facebook ads platform, which is not that complicated anymore, luckily. I could give you a simple breakdown of exactly what you need to do. But if you don't know how to video edit, if you don't know how to shoot videos, you don't know much cinematography, or you don't know how to build like image ads, you don't know how to use AI to make ads, or you don't know how to make them with like Canva or Photoshop, those are skills you have to learn, and those are difficult. You can outsource them, but if you want to learn them yourself, that's probably going to be the hardest. If you go with the outsourcing route, though, Facebook ads will give you results the fastest. So advertising is expensive, but you get results really fast. Cold email and DM are cheap, but you get results much slower. But they're also easier to learn, but the competition is also higher, so that's part of why it takes longer. Cold calling is a good medium. I think cold calling, but it also takes a little bit more skill. So it's like 50-50. It's more skill than emails, less skill than ads, but it's also more likely to work than emails, and it's cheaper than ads. So I would say cold calling is a really good medium. If you can get decent at cold calling, which is not super difficult, it's probably the most worthwhile out of all of them, in my opinion. The other thing you could do as well is do organic content, but again, the issue is that you need to get good at it over time, like the video editing, the cinematography, whatever. But it is a skill I would start practicing. So if you want to run a business and you're just trying things out, I would say focus on cold calling and making organic content. Making the organic content will make you better at ads as time goes on, and you might potentially get some people from the organic content as you improve in the organic content. And cold calling has the biggest leverage out of comparing cold calling versus cold emailing. So that's my opinion. Some people will say do all of it. I wouldn't necessarily say do all of it unless you want to do, for example, cold calling in the middle of the day. But then in the evening, if you're targeting just your specific country or your local area, you could set up email campaigns to be sent out. So that, because you're not going to call people in the middle of the night. So you could do something like that, but I would probably say that if you have not much time, do organic content and cold calling. Cold call during the day and do organic content, scripting and filming, whatever else at night. If you have a studio setup, I guess if you don't, you'd have to film outside. So I guess you'd have to do that during the day. But anyway, you could wake up early. I guess it's going to be winter soon, so can't wake up too early with the sun out. But yeah, that's what I think you should go with. As I checked your journey, you were curating a list of clients to sell emails to. Yes, we have progressed since then. The emails were doing shit. I did the math on our email campaign. It was way too expensive. Now we're running ads, and we have cut our cost to get a lead by half. So, should have just done ads to begin with. I did emails because I thought they'd be cheaper. They were not cheaper. At least not with the strategy I was using or the list I was using, whatever else. It wasn't worth it. Wasn't working well. I think it was probably a combination of the fact that the niche I was choosing, landscapers probably don't check their emails often. And the other problem was my list of leads was grabbed from Google. So probably the lead list was not amazing either. And then the cold emailing software I was using to track everything was too expensive. It's a combination of a few problems. Dave, I'm trying to nap, keep it down. Turn off the stream then. Ooga booga. That wasn't loud at all. That is probably one of the cringiest things I've done on stream. Just pretend the last few seconds never happened. Don't you get bored with the live streaming? Not necessarily with the live streaming, but I get bored with live streaming the same topic. I actually really hope that I just hit the goal soon so I can stop doing this particular topic and move on to something else. I would prefer to have Q&A sessions, or maybe play some kind of game, or play some kind of business related games or something like that. I would prefer to do that. I think that would be more fun. It'd be more engaging, and I could actually spend a little bit of time making the streams more interesting, because right now they're very simple. But that's because I'm not a streamer first, you know? My thumbnails could use some work, my titles could use some work, the content and the stream structure could use some work. I know that, but I don't have the time to improve it. So I'm just doing this more for documentation purposes. Then I was thinking I will turn this series, these live streams, into 10-minute YouTube videos. And that would be a fun series to follow, in my opinion. Some of it might not be, but I would start condensing it into a smaller amount of time. But yeah, I'm high. Oh, I remember you. Yeah, you're the guy who's high all the time. Your live sessions are like Q&A. Sometimes they are, yeah. Recently, since you've joined, I've been kind of doing more Q&A type streams just because I've been at a stage where all I have left to do is make ads and organic content. And the problem with that is I can't film content while I'm filming this. And writing scripts for ads live is quite difficult because I wouldn't be able to interact with the audience much because it takes a lot of like mental power to, you know, have the creativity required to write scripts. So I just haven't been doing much on stream recently. But for the majority of the time, we were doing like actual work on the streams. Why not improve while live streaming? Improve the things I do on the streams while live streaming. I guess since we're doing this kind of style, I could probably. Give me some ideas. What would you want me to do? You remember me? Yes, I remember you. You were here like 3 weeks ago. Hey, just discover your stream. What's your specialty? These streams are regarding growing a digital marketing agency from scratch. And I show all of the documents I build, all of the things that I'm writing, my sales scripts, the advertisements I've been making, my email campaigns, basically anything you could think of that happens internally within the business, I show everything transparently. That's the whole idea. And I'm trying to get it to a stage where we make €2,000 a month because that's enough for me to sustain myself. And yeah, thought that would be cool. I do not know programming, no. That's part of what makes it more fun is I have to learn how to use a lot of shit by myself. Make AI ads for company. AI ads are shit. I don't like them personally. Unless you're very good at using them. I've seen some which are good, but most of the ones that are good are pitching content creation courses. I rarely see high performing ads in other niches. At least as of yet. I work in a dev agency myself. Let me know if you need any help with landing pages, etc. I have like, I literally do everything myself. My landing page, I think, is fine. You can check it out yourself. You can check out my website in general if you want. Take a look at it. Like, it's not perfect, but for what I need it for right now, and the fact that, like, again, I can't test everything. I can't do everything because I don't have time. So I get everything to a stage where I think is good enough. But yeah, you can check it out. Feel free to check it if you want. It's serpicore.com. serpicore.com. Can I make a spirit bomb like Goku and stream for 3 episodes straight, though? No, my voice would go. My voice goes really easily. Like, I talk here for like an hour or two, and my voice starts to get really tired. It's also difficult for me because, like, you don't really know this, but my voice is a lot deeper in real life. Because on stream, I have to speak louder and I have to have higher energy. And for some reason, I'm not really good at using my natural voice when I try to have higher energy. It's probably just a skill issue. But yeah. Shout out to no shout out to you. Screw yourself. Sorry, I don't mean that. How do you deal with less views? What do you mean by that? Talking about streaming something else, you could play and stream Vertonomics. I don't want to change the topic until we succeed. And then after that, maybe I would do different kind of streams. What is this about, though? It just looks like a weird dashboard. It kind of just looks like a gamified business analytics dashboard. My nephew asked what Dragon Ball Z was, and that's what I told him. Mostly men screaming for many chained together episodes. I mean, didn't that only happen like once? And that was for the did that even happen? It was the Super Saiyan 3 transformation. I don't even think, no, that didn't go through to another episode, or did it? I can't remember anymore. I loved Dragon Ball Z though. I watched all of it. Also, I also watched Dragon Ball Super. I saw that Dragon Ball Daima came out, but I haven't had the chance to watch it. Too busy. Brother, if you're gonna beg for shoutouts, I'm not gonna give shoutouts. Also, I don't have any subs. Not to offend anybody that is subbed, but we're small over here. Don't think it would mean much to you. I mean, that's giving shout outs is not how you grow your subscriber base. You do it by being interesting and making worthwhile content. Plus, like I said, this is a side project for me. I don't really care that much about growing the channel because if I did, I would do a lot of things very different. I wouldn't do it like this. Bro wants a shout out with 6 people in chat. Yeah. Also calling me an asshole. You know, I think you need to reevaluate your own life. You're going into random people's chats and you're calling them assholes for not saying your name on stream. I think that's a little sad, personally. But, you know, everybody lives their own life. Yeah, I don't really get what this game is about. Business simulation game. Business simulation game number 1. The most realistic business simulation game about company management and economics. Found and grow your startup. Is that... Can you use the word found in that context? I think it means found in terms of like turning founder into a verb. That doesn't sound right. But find wouldn't sound right either. They should just use a different word altogether, I think. Hear about Steam games? What about Steam? Did something happen? It's a simulation, except you play with real players. Huh. So it's like, why would you do this instead of just running a business then, if it's so realistic? Just run your business. The gamified business, but business is already kind of a game that it just takes a while. It looks kind of like a tycoon game. Maybe I'll check it out sometime. But again, I don't want to switch topics until we complete this one. So, but I'll keep it in mind. I have so much shit to do. I don't want to do any of it, man. Pass time? I really don't need to pass time. Did this get censored? It did. I need to read this fast. Game of cryptocurrency scam stole 30K cancer patient. Oh, yes, I heard about this. Yes. They're also in the process of getting caught. So hopefully they see some justice. What they did is fucked up. The scariest part about it is like, is this gonna become like normal on Steam now? Because they know that they can get away with it. Is there gonna be more scams on Steam? You know? I think that's not unlikely. I don't really download random shit games on Steam anyway, so it doesn't really bother me. But I can see how it could be a problem. Looks like Steam looked into the issue and has found multiple games tracking crypto and bank transactions. Doesn't surprise me, really. I mean, I guess they're just a little lax on the, you know, review process. Didn't take it too seriously. So a bunch of those slipped through. Anyway, I don't really have much else to update you on. That's about it, really, so no point in dragging it out. It is late. I kind of want to go to sleep a bit early today because I'm really tired. I don't know why. I felt like kind of sick earlier almost. I was really tired today, mentally and physically. But ironically, this is like some of the best I have felt in like the last week. So it's got its positives, I guess. It's all specifically games that have in-game crypto, it would seem like they use a loophole to exploit the data. Huh. Alright. That's interesting. Well, hope they crack down on it and it doesn't make it into a huge problem, you know? Glad you're feeling better. I appreciate that. You should. I hope you're keeping up with the push-ups. I know I told you to do it that one time, but your ass better keep doing it. Otherwise, you're gonna be obese. That farm strength will only get you so far. You know, keep doing the push-ups. Send in another video. There's your task for today. Do another video. See if you could beat the previous amount of push-ups you did. I'm already fat as mid. Well, then stop being fat. Then do more push-ups. Don't be a pussy. Work out more. If you're building a company, you need 2K to sustain yourself. What income do you live on now? No income. I quit my job. I abandoned my career. I moved country, and I'm just living off my savings. I can only continue this series for about another 18-ish days. I might be able to go a little longer before I'm at the point where I'm almost completely out of money and I have to start thinking of an alternative. Either going back to living with my family or trying to use like my last 1,000 to find a job somewhere or something. So threw myself into the deep end for this. Otherwise, I feel like I wouldn't have worked this much. So look, if in 3 weeks I'm still here, then that's going to be good news. If I'm not, then you'll know what happened. But I'm really just doing this as a side project. Thought it'd be a fun idea if it works out. And then I could make a pretty banging series using the streams, making them into video essays for like a YouTube series. Could be good. I started editing one video a while back, which I had to stop because I was like running out of time. It was taking me too long. And it's turning out pretty well, so I'm pretty hopeful for a lot of the rest of it. We would probably have like some videos condensed into like multiple streams too, because there were a few streams, especially in like the last week and a half, where not much really happened just because of the stuff we have to do. It's been mostly me updating how things are going rather than me doing anything live. Just because we don't have anything really to do live. When we get some clients, we can do some more stuff live again, like maybe making their ads, like building their landing pages and stuff like that. If I get approval from the client to do that, we'll be able to do some work on stream again. We're close to that. Maybe another week or so. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we get a client in the next week. That would be great. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a day here. Thanks for watching. You know, happy to have you all here like usual. Elabek, you better do those push-ups and send a new video. Otherwise, you're a pussy. Sorry, actually, otherwise you're gay. If you don't do the push-ups today, you're gay. Sorry, that's just how it works. That's the way the universe works. You've been cursed. Tried Upwork or Fiverr for clients? No, and I don't want to work that cheap. Upwork, I think, is like too competitive, and Fiverr, I guess Fiverr has the same problem there because they're all very cheap, and if they're not cheap, you have to do a bunch of other work. I wouldn't have time to set up profiles that would be good enough to sell anything on those sites that would actually be worthwhile. The thing I'm doing right now has the highest likelihood of working out. If I go on Fiverr, well, what am I going to do with a project for like 20 bucks that takes me all day? I'm just delaying the inevitable. I'm not going to sustain myself Recoils like a slug in salt. Well, you better do it. You know, I'm expecting it. Or you're gay. I will let everybody in chat know that you're gay if you don't do it. On Discord, I mean. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. See some of you tomorrow. Don't know if I'll have a normal streaming time tomorrow or not, but I might. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, that's about it. See ya.